How's it going, everyone? My name is Clink, and this is a bit of a different screen than you might be used to seeing from me. So today I'm going to be doing something a little different. If you've never seen my channel before, I've really only done Nintendo stuff up to this point, but today I'm going to be doing Demon's Souls. I've mentioned Souls games a lot in some of my previous Let's Plays, especially my Ocarina of Time one, and I've been wanting to do Demon's Souls for a long time. So here we go. I'm gonna be quiet for the intro and let's get going. And what a beautiful title drop it is. So, clearly this is being played on the PS5 version, the remake from 2020, not the original. I kind of debated on which one to do, and I actually was originally going to play the original, but I don't have a way to capture my PS3 as I don't have a way to get rid of the DHCP signal from the HDMI. And I did try to record it on RPCS3, but there's actually a lot of audio issues, specifically during cutscenes. So I'm kind of gonna just do the PS5 version. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you the PS5 version is a terrible way to play the game and completely ruins the artistic vision of the original. I'm not going to tell you that. I still really like the PS5 version. I love Demon's Souls either way. I highly recommend you play it in whatever way you can, because I think it's a great game. It's still personally one of my favorite Souls games. Not a super popular opinion on that one, but I love the world of Demon's Souls, the atmosphere, the levels here. All of it is absolutely wonderful, if you ask me. And I'm going to pick, I think I usually go with, I usually go with the soldier. The thing is, I want enough magic and intelligence to be able to use some spells. Does this start with Water Veil? That's actually kind of crazy. Hold up, what's this one? Magician? What's their strength and dexterity? So here's the thing. I'm going to do a strength build for this. Wait, what does the knight have on strength? The knight's probably the way I should go, just because I want to do my strength build. They actually have decent magic and intelligence as well. So you know what? We are going to go with the knight. High strength, high defense. So I'll do that. Starting gift. There's only one correct answer here. I don't think there's a starting gift in the original version, but the Providential Ring will increase your luck. I'm not really going to spend much time on the character creator. I'm going to be honest with you. Let's go with... There was one that I saw and I was like, that's actually not like terrible. You know what? Let's go with this one. Why not? It doesn't look too odd. So I'm gonna play as a female character just because there's a few female specific bonuses you can get in this game. Some armor sets are exclusive to one gender or the other, so I'm actually gonna use a female for this one because one of them is actually gonna net us more souls. So there's another cutscene to sit through, so I'll shut up for this.
The 12th, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valifax of the Royal Twin Fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had roused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls lose also their minds. The mad attack the sane and chaos reigns. Valifax also spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force. And the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors lured by the possibilities braved the fissure to breach the accursed land. But none have returned. Pure of the Twin Fangs. Yet the silent chief, Saint Urbane, Scurva the Wanderer, the sixth Saint Astraea with her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Okay, so that's where we come in. We can play the Journey to the Nexus. If you've played the game before, then you don't have to do the tutorial again, but I'm obviously going to do it since it's for this Let's Play. And I actually like playing the tutorial because if you manage to beat the boss, you can get a few bonuses.
Fears not death. I shall guide you to the fissure. So that you may lull the Old One back to slumber.
Almost 10 minutes in, we're finally taking control of the game. So, welcome to the world of Demon Souls. First thing I'm actually going to do is unequip a decent chunk of my armor, and I actually don't need this mail breaker. Because my biggest priority when I'm playing these games is I have to fast roll. Depending on your equip load, you will have a different roll speed. And oh wow, I'm gonna have to get used to this. I was playing Elden Ring last night, and I was kind of having to get used to the speed of that game because I replayed Dark Souls 1 not that long ago. I've just replayed a lot of Souls games this year. I can usually sit down and burn through them pretty quick nowadays, so I kind of just end up doing that quite frequently. But yeah, R1 is going to be your light attack. If you press triangle, you can one or two hand. L2 will let you parry with your shield. You can, you can guard. Is there an item over here? I don't remember. No. I usually two hand. I don't really use my shield too often when I'm playing these games other than to use the parry. which you have to be pretty precise with, but once you get the timing down, it can be your most effective weapon, honestly. So I do use it quite a lot, especially in this game and in Dark Souls 1. But yeah, this remake just looks so gorgeous. Like, look at that building there with all the fire and the detail. Like, I still remember seeing this remake when it was announced, and I hadn't played Demon Souls. This was actually the last one that I got to play, other than Elden Ring, just because Elden Ring wasn't out at the time. And I saw the remake and I was like, a PS5 is finally my chance, because I realistically was going to pick up a PS5 eventually, especially because of Elden Ring, even though I kind of played it on PC as well. But this remake just looked so pretty, and it was a tough battle to get a PS5, because I did get one pretty close to launch. I was in my senior year of high school at the time, so I was spending all day every day while in online classes, because, you know, this was COVID and whatnot. Are we allowed to say COVID on YouTube yet? I don't know. I don't care. YouTube can suck it on that one. So I was sitting in my online classes just trying to get PS5. And I got it, and I finally got to play Demon Souls, and I hadn't really heard much about Demon Souls. I'd heard people just go, yeah, it's like the first Souls game, and that's about it. What I was not expecting was to find it a deeply immersive game with an incredible world that feels incredibly thought out and well built from every angle possible. It has a couple jank mechanics here and there that we're going to get to that are kind of ironed out in some of the later Souls games, but I still think that Demon Souls here is some of FromSoft's finest work. So here's our first Blue-Eyed Knight. These guys are definitely better to parry than try to... Wow, I'm really messing up my parries on this guy. Let's go ahead and use a Crescent Moongrass. They use these Moongrasses in this game to heal, and I swear I've played the game before. Man, this is pathetic. I'll just shield and backstab him. You get behind enemies, you can... Oh, whoops. You can backstab them, which is quite an effective way at dealing with them. I don't need this Noble's Lotus, so I'll unequip this. Yeah, this is the equip menu. You can see all your stats on the right and whatever you have equipped in your armor slots. You have 2 weapon slots, 2 shield slots, 2 ring slots, and 5 like quick items, so to speak. And let's go ahead and just heal all the way up. I'm gonna parry this one, I promise. Oh wow, he tricked me. You ever gonna take a swing at me? There we go. Finally, jeez. So I'm hoping to kill the boss of this area. If you die to it, you don't get a second chance at it. I'm normally pretty good at it, but now that I've said that, I'm gonna die, and now that I'm recording, I'm gonna die. I actually was recording a different Let's Play of this a couple months back in about March, around when I was doing Link to the Past. And it was around the time when I was doing the poll of how long people would like the videos to be, and it just wasn't really fitting into that. I'm on it because, like, honestly, I'm cool with whatever the video length is. I'm gonna really not make many of the parts of this too long, but I am gonna do a whole level every part. So if a level takes me 40 minutes, so be it. It'll be a 40-minute part. But most of them I don't think will take me more than 20 to 25. So there's that. This whole game I can finish in around 6 hours, and that's even doing a pretty in-depth run. But we're at the boss here. Let's go on ahead and enter the fog wall. This is none other than the Vanguard demon. He's not too difficult. The only issue is that he one-shots you, and he has a lot of health. But the PS5 remake added some jiggle physics to this fight to let you know that this is where you're supposed to hit on those sweet cheeks. If you see a big giant boss like this in a Souls game, usually the answer is stick to its butt and it will eventually die. Most of his swings you can just walk under. If you just stick to his right arm, your left side, you will really avoid most swings. You don't really have to roll. In fact, you can, this is probably the one Souls game that you could finish without ever using the dodge button. FromSoft relies on the dodge button more and more as they release more of these Souls games. And, you know, that's... I really want to get out of the way of that so I don't get hit by the butt slam. That's kind of whatever. I feel like it ends up leading to less options sometimes. I forget that can happen against this guy. I'm ahead just to stay topped up. I'm pretty sure one of his swings will kill me, but get out of the way there. Ooh, wow, that could have easily hit me actually. Gonna try to stay focused. So yeah, the plan for this run is a strength build. I was originally gonna do a dexterity build. The only problem with dexterity builds in this game is that farming upgrade materials for your weapon. So if you played any Souls game that's not Demon Souls, then you would know about like the weapon upgrade system and Titanite. Demon Souls still kind of has that, except if you want to go down, say, the strength path, you have to get a different weapon upgrade type, and it can be a huge pain, and some of them you have to farm out, and the dexterity one's probably the worst one of the bunch. So I've just decided I'm not going to do that. In fact, the weapon I'm going to use is actually one of the best weapons in the game, and you never have to upgrade it. If you know what it is, it's the meat cleaver. That's what I'm going to go for. So it does mean I'm going to have to kill Flame Lurker pretty early, but if you do manage to defeat the Vanguard Demon, you'll get taken here to the Unknown Egress, and you can get a couple extra items, mostly souls, but I think you get a couple extra healing grasses, and you can see the Dragon God, who we saw in the intro a little bit, but yeah, this is kind of just where the game will kill you anyway, because once you die, you get sent to the Nexus. And PS5, can you not like pop right behind me? That's the only thing I don't like about having to record this game is, or really will be any of the Souls games. I have to like move my PS5 over to my desk. I have a second Switch dock that I have at my desk for like Switch stuff and, you know, anything on my computers, whatever. But the PS5 I just kind of have to move, but it's not that big a deal, honestly. So yeah, we can get all those cool items. They'll be helpful, but let's go on ahead and go up to the Dragon God and get punched. I love this little cutscene, just like you're the blood splattering out of your face. I think it's so funny. It's so weird, but it's cool. And then this is the loading screens, by the way, real time. It's great. It's some of the fastest load times on the PS5 still.
From its vessels. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 Archstones will guide thee to the outer lands.
Alright, welcome to the Nexus. This is the game's hub world. It's much like your Firelink Shrine or your Round Table Hold, except in this game you directly go to different worlds. It's not one connected world. There's 5 smaller worlds that you explore and go through that each will have various pros and cons. You can do them in any order once you finish the first level. The first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to talk to Stockpile Thomas.
When the Scourge came, I didn't know what hit me. When I came to, I found myself here in this Nexus. My wife and daughter fell victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to lend my assistance to you brave slayers of demons. I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage.
So a big thing in Demon Souls is you have an item burn. That is the total number of items you can have in your inventory before you are overburdened. It's not as big of a deal in the remake, as if you do run out of space, you can just send items directly to Stockpile Thomas from in a level. If you're playing the original, you can't do that though. I'll talk to him more later. Right here is Baldwin. He's the blacksmith if you want to upgrade stuff.
You new here? Are you here for my services? The name's Baldwin. I'm just an ordinary blacksmith. It's simple. Just bring me all the souls you can. In trade, I'll give you weapons, or forge the ones you already have. With your souls, I can eke out a living. And with my weapons, you can go on living. Not a bad deal, eh?
And yeah, so you can upgrade like weapons and stuff. I'm not going to upgrade the longsword or anything yet.
No, I can tell you're not going to last.
He only does the normal path though. If you want to do a specific path, he cannot do that. And then the last thing we're going to do today is we're actually going to talk to this guy. This is the Crestfallen Warrior. We're going to do the first main level next time, but...
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons? Try one of the Archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletaria?
Alright, so yeah. He'll let us know where we should go, and I will leave that next time, or we'll do the Gates of Boletaria. So, I will see you guys then. Bye-bye.